supreme, ever seeking, groping, yearning to fulfill their dreams. You are alma mater, welcome one and all. You shaped, molded, and inspired that we could not fall. Hail to thee, our alma mater, hail, oh hail, Penn's Valley High, fount of wisdom and of learning, cherished till we die. In thy glorious splendor, better than the best, may we ever honor thee, holding high thy crest.
Welcome to the commencement ceremony of the graduating class of 2019. My name is Emma Narber, and I have been privileged to be class president for the past 3 years. As we are gathered here together, our class would like to thank those who have got us to this place today. From the Penns Valley teachers, faculty, and staff, to lunch aides, principals, school board members, coaches, and more, along with our parents, grandparents, guardians, and siblings. We are humbly indebted to this army of individuals for equipping us throughout these past 18 years. I've been honored to have been able to be a voice and a heart for this class, and as I come upon my final address to you all, gathered here today, I have written a piece of spoken word poetry that I hope will equip you with one final piece of wisdom. Today marks the beginning of a generation of students embarking upon a new chapter of life. Today marks the beginning of becoming individuals as we pursue our personal endeavors. Today marks the beginning when we are fully exposed to the unknowns, the what-ifs, what's next, why-nots, can-nots, and will-nots. The world is our canvas, they tell us. What are you going to do next, they ask us. The questions come in as our bodies envelop the fear and unknown as we reach a place in our senior year wondering, what am I going to do next? Don't wish it all away, they say. It'll go by like the blink of an eye, they say. Your childhood years pass by and you look back and realize that you cannot understand how fast time has gone by, and you wonder why you wished it all away. Freshman year, sophomore year, junior year run past you like a breeze of the wind, and you try to breathe as time ticks by, but like the blink of an eye, you miss it. Your future is finally here, and as you sit in these chairs for only a short while longer, you ask yourself again, what am I going to do next? Senior class, look to the stands, to the left and to the right, and understand they too sat in the same position as you. You don't have to fear what's next, you don't have to fear the unknowns, but you can get up out of those seats and choose love to guide you as you embark upon a journey that you cannot postpone. You see, in life we will battle some hills and valleys, the waves of the world will crash over us, and at some points it may be hard to see the light, but if we choose to love, then nothing can stop us from continuing our stories. We have the capability to change the world, to end hunger, to go to space, to run the marathon, to save a life, but it just takes one person to choose love in order for all of this to take place. One action, one choice. Loving in the sun and the rain, loving the tears and the pain, pushing through the loss and the regret, loving the wonder of not knowing what's next, loving the jocks and the geeks, loving your friend who has been a bit mean, loving the outcast, the one no one talks to, loving someone in the workforce and all that they will do, loving the paperwork and long days, finding true love to help you along the way, loving blue and white, loving the sky at night. You see, we don't just have to love the little things, but we can choose to love one another in order for a world of possibilities to await. As you sit so neat, a single bracelet has been placed below your seat with 2 short words that I hope you'll remember from this speech. To choose love. Not remembering the rhymes or the beat, but encouraging you to choose love as you begin a new feat. To you in the stands as you look upon your children, don't leave this field in tears or sadness, but realize that you have created the next generation of world changers. Of students who choose to love, who choose to see others, of 112 individuals who are about to embark upon a new chapter of their stories. Do not hinder them for their next decisions, but encourage and choose to love them no matter where or what they do next. You see, we are all gathered here together for a reason. And if we all leave choosing to love one single person, we have the capability to end school violence, to end suicide, to end war, to end famine, to end grief, to end regret. We have this ability. So as I come to my final remarks to the graduating class of 2019, I challenge you to choose love and see what possibilities you will be able to create.
Boom, chick boom, 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 chick boom, 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 chick boom, 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 chick boom, 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 chick boom, 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 boom, boom,
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me, stand by me.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
Oh, stand.
Stand by me. Stand by me.
If it's gone, trouble and woe on the mountain should crumble in the sea. No, I won't cry.
I won't cry. No, no, I won't shed a tear.
Just as long as you stand by me.
Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
Oh, stand.
Stand by me. Stand by me. So darling, 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 stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me.
Oh, stand.
Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me.
Good evening, and welcome to all of you. It's a pleasure to have so many of our family, friends, and members of our community here to celebrate this milestone event. To the graduates of the class of 2019, I offer my most sincere compliments. To our parents and supporters, a heartfelt thank you, and to our faculty and staff, my genuine appreciation. To help the broader community better understand and know this class of 2019, I met with class officers Emma Narber, Sofia Mcquaid, Isabella Culver, and Paige Kubalak. They described the class as competitive, energetic, respectful, and most importantly, happy-go-lucky and fun. They offered their perspective that many of the classmates don't take life too seriously. And although some try to project an image of I don't care, they really do care, and their success shows it. This class has succeeded both academically and athletically. When comparing this class at Penns Valley with 615 other senior classes in schools across Pennsylvania, you know what? You outperformed all of them, but in the top 12% in biology, the top 8% in literature, and the top 7% in Algebra 1. Keep in mind that at the top of the list of these 615 schools include magnet schools that select from elite students in large cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. The test scores for the class of 2019 fell within a few percentage points of high-performing schools like Fox Chapel, Radnor Township, Central Bucks, and Wissahickon. Not only has this class outperformed or performed well academically, they have also been senior team leaders in athletics. This year, every varsity sport offered at Penns Valley has been eligible for postseason play. This is quite an accomplishment when we consider our small school and the fact that PIAA only recently implemented restrictive criteria for postseason play. Now, graduates, the officers also expressed they were a bit nervous about the changes that come following graduation, but they embraced the excitement of new life experiences. With these new life experiences, I ask you to commit to courage over comfort. In many ways, your parents, grandparents, friends, family, and teachers have provided you with comfort through most of your life. Comfort is an important part of creating a safe environment to learn and grow. However, going forward, the world will likely challenge you, deliver discomfort, and demand courage. I'll remind you of a quote that Mr. Narber shared at Baccalaureate from Tom Baudet. In school, you're taught a lesson and then given a test. In life, you're given a test that teaches you a lesson. The tests you're likely to experience are also an important part of learning to be successful. During life's tests, you each have a chance to personally grow and change. Accept these tests with courage. Realize that we are here to support you and know that you can persevere. The comfortable can get stuck in their comfortableness, and that can be a huge problem. Keep in mind that in life you have choices. You can either stay in bed where it's comfortable, warm, and there are no critics to judge you, or you can face the world and push beyond your perceived limits with courage. At some point soon, I will ask each of you to listen to Moving Forward by Colony House. The song challenges the listener to embrace new seasons and opportunities. Take calculated risks, but improvise when plans fail. Keep moving forward. The lyrics, watch fear fall when the sun sets and see hope rise with the tide, reminds us that tomorrow often presents new opportunities. Graduates, you are walking into a world of constant change, a world that will attempt to impose fear in you. You will learn that it's how you respond to that fear that will predict your future. I hope you respond with courage over comfort. You already have the foundation of comfort through the Penns Valley Learning Experience. I urge you to build upon this experience. Be reminded that you have an entire community rooting for you, offering you the motivation to persevere with courage. I am confident that you can and will reach your individual success. Class of 2019, are you ready to move forward with courage over comfort? I ask all present here tonight to join me in encouraging our graduates with a round of applause. In addition, I want to offer a special acknowledgement and welcome to our alumni of 50 years, the class of 1969, I apologize, not quite 2000, 1969. We offer a sincere thank you for joining us this evening, and I would ask the members of the class of 69 to stand and be recognized. It's my pleasure that we welcome to the podium Mr. Harry Ward, Vice President of the class of 1969. Mr. Ward worked in building nuclear power plants for a while. He also worked at Hawbakers and is currently semi-retired. He serves as Vice President of the Penns Valley Health and Welfare Association and is also a member of the Millheim Lions Club. He is married to another alum from the class of 69, Diane Bradford Ward, and together they have 4 children, all Penns Valley alums and 4 grandchildren. Life is good, Harry. Come on forward and share your comments.
Thank you, Dr. Griffith. But after hearing your comments and Emma's comments, you've heard the phrase, great minds think alike. I'm thinking what she's saying and some of his comments are what I have notes written down to say to you tonight. But we'll see how this goes. Several weeks ago, Mrs. Weaver asked if I would make some comments to you folks and some reflections on what the last 50 years have been like. They have flown, seriously. They go by so fast. And I tried to think of what I could say to you that might have meaning to you. And then I remember I read a poster one time that said, hire teenagers while they still know everything. And I thought, well, there's some truth to that. I think that was probably written by a frustrated parent of a teenager. It may not be true. 50 years ago, we were sitting, our class members were sitting where you're sitting, only it was down in the auditorium. I don't believe back then that outdoor commencements were a fashionable thing, but we got by anyway. So I thought about some things that might help you, as the alma mater said, pass through the portals of Penns Valley out into your new future. So I'll get to that in a minute here. But as Emma said, you have a whole support team with you. It began the second you were born, from the doctors and nurses who delivered you to care for you, your parents, grandparents, everyone who has gotten you to this point. And if you think of it as well, they're your support team. And I was talking with the parents of one of your classmates last weekend, and we had mentioned we were coming to graduation, and I mentioned that I had to deliver some remarks to you, and the mother of the graduate said, tell them to get off of their phones. Which I agree, she's my kind of lady. I think that you spend too much time on there. Technology is great. I realize that it's the thing. We've come a long way from rotary telephones and party lines to make a phone call. But technology and cell phones are robbing you of your abilities. Robbing you of your abilities to complete sentences and to spell those words in those sentences correctly and use proper punctuation. And also in the matter of math, it's too easy now to hit the calculator app and figure out a problem and not do it on a piece of paper. But anyway, you are here. Now I would like to congratulate you all. You've made it. Again, you have this support team behind you. If you think of like the end of a movie, all of the credits that run, it shows everybody who helped to make that movie. Each one of you, unless you have a twin brother or twin sister here, has your own set of credits. It has you as the star. The supporting actors are your parents and family members and everyone else who helped. You have wardrobe. Your mom dressed you when you were little. You have a costume department for all those Halloween costumes or the costumes for the school plays that you needed a costume for. They were caterers. They fed you. They were drivers. They took you everywhere. I don't think anybody here, sometimes you see in some of the movies, they have a helicopter pilot. I don't know if anybody has a helicopter pilot in their resume. But anyway, those are the people who have supported you this far. Remember this. Take a little note of this. There'll be a question on a test a little bit later here. Now I'd like to recognize my fellow class members over there. They've already been introduced, but I'd like to tell you a little bit about them. When we graduated, there were 126 members. In the past 50 years, we have lost 12 of those members. One as early as 1971, and the latest was 2018. We had 6 married couples, classmates married in our group. I say we had one of the husbands the husband of one of the couples passed away in 2008. Most of us still live, or many of us still live in the area, the Penns Valley area. There are quite a number are spread around Pennsylvania, and there's some out of state, and we actually have one lady who lives in Canada. We still stay pretty active together, fairly close. In about 2 years ago, we started having monthly get-togethers with classmates who are local who could get together and just go someplace, and we have lunch and chat and do it again all over. In 2 weeks, 2 weeks from tonight and tomorrow night, we are celebrating our 50th reunion. We're having a Friday night get-together and then a Saturday dinner at Center Hall. So we stay fairly close. There are some members who have gone other places, moved away, and a couple of them we haven't been able to contact. We try different addresses for them, but we pretty much stay together. And at our reunion next week, or in 2 weeks, we have 84 people attending, and 52 of those are class members who are still able to come back. So we're still pretty active in keeping in touch. Now, if you all had a helium-filled balloon right now, if we all had one here and released them at the same time, they would all take off and start soaring up, and the wind, I think, is coming from this direction. They would all be heading that way, and they would all go in different directions. Some would go higher, some would go lower, but that's you. That's how you're going to go from here. You're all going to go in different directions, some to higher education, some to the workforce, some into the military, but you're all going to go in different directions. And you're going to be going out there and you're going to be experiencing life. It's a little bit different now. After school, or if you go into the workforce, you're going to be getting employed. There'll be different things that you'll do. You'll have bad experiences. You'll have good experiences. C.S. Lewis, a British writer, said, "Experience, that most brutal of teachers, but you learn, my God, you do learn." And it's similar to some of the comments already presented. This is what you are going to experience. I don't mean to scare you, but there are going to be some not so nice experiences, but you have to learn from them. You have to take something from those and move on. You're going to be asked to make a lot of decisions, a lot of choices in your life. Where do you want to live? What do you want to do for an occupation? Some of those decisions won't be quite so easy. And you'll have to be willing to change and to adapt to whatever. There's going to be a lot of changes. You may change an occupation. You may change where you live. You probably change cars several times in your lifetime. Some may change spouses. But I want to warn you, there is one thing that you cannot change, and don't even think about it. That's the thermostat in your grandparents' house. Yo-yo. Did everyone here have to go through yo-yo? Yeah? Okay. Yo-yo, you're on your own. That's kind of a misnomer because, as I said, you have this support team out there to help you. If you have questions, if you have a problem, you can always ask some of them. That was a test question. I messed up here. That was supposed to be. I was going to say, who you going to call? Not Ghostbusters. Your support team. They're there for you. They were there till you got to here. They are here tonight. All your friends and relatives and your parents, the faculty and staff of the school district here, they are here to support you, and they will be here to support you. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be too proud to think that, well, I can't ask them about this. Actually, Dr. Griffith asked me earlier to just give you something here. He said, anytime, day or night, if you need some advice or you just want someone to talk to, just call Mr. Dalton. Life is going to throw a lot at you. You've already heard that. So I just want to say that, yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, you have an idea of where you're going. You're going to school, what your occupation might be, what you might want to do. But Forrest Gump said, Mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And that's very true. You have to be thankful for every day that you get up. If it's sunny out, you think, wow, that's a nice day. If it's raining, say, I don't have to mow the grass today. But have a positive attitude. Carpe Diem. Did you ever hear that? Okay, it's Latin. It means, well, the guy who first coined that, I guess, was a Roman poet named Horace. And it means to, originally it was to pluck the day. Then it was grasp the day. We know it as seize the day. The translation of that, though, is live for today, what you have in front of you today, and don't put any thought to the future. That's probably why the Roman Empire isn't here anymore. They didn't plan for their future. But you guys, you're planning for your future. Seize the day, absolutely. Whatever comes your way, if you know, they say if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Okay, so carpe diem. And now I'm going to sound like I'm probably preaching to you, but my fellow classmates and all the ones who are not here this evening, we've been there, we've done that. 50 years we've been out there living life. And one thing that I think is most important, and I don't know if you get it in yo-yo, but I'm going to preach it to you. Plan for your financial future and retirement. And you're saying, retirement, is he nuts? We're just 18. We're just now getting out of school. Those 50 years fly. And to be financially secure, you need to plan for that now. It's easier. It's a lot easier when you are young at this age than to wait till you're 40 or 45 and think, man, I should have been putting some money away. If you get some graduation cards this evening, or maybe you've already gotten some, and there's some money tucked inside there, think about doing something with it besides blowing it on something. An easy place is a savings account. The interest stinks on those, but it's safe there. If you get a job, there are IRAs. A lot of employers can help you set up an IRA, an account, and you can take it off payroll deductions and take it off before taxes. Or if you want to get into the stock market, it's a little riskier there, but your money can grow faster there. If you don't know how to find someone, there are numerous companies out there who are willing to help you build your financial future. All you have to do is get on your phone and, oh, no, wait a minute. I said stay off your phones. Don't get on your phones and look it up. The best source of information is ask someone who does investing. And ask them, who do you use? What do you have? Stocks, bonds, mutual funds? They're the best source of information. But seriously, think about doing something like that to start your financial future too, let alone your regular future. Credit cards are, in my opinion, the worst thing that was ever invented. It's too easy to say, oh, I like that. How much is it? Well, we can put it on the card. The only problem is you have to pay for it yet at the end of the month or whenever. And the longer you stretch it out, instead of your money gaining interest for you, it's costing you interest. So consider your spending habits. Do you really need that 60-inch TV in an 800 square foot apartment? And when you're paying your bills, I've always been told, pay yourself first. Put some money away for yourself and then pay the bills. So I'm getting close to the end here, and you're all back there saying, yay, he's done. But I'd like to leave you with one thing here that I hope you remember it. A classmate of yours, Katie Schaefer, was the 2018-2019 president of the FFA chapter here. I was the president in 2000, Mr. Griffith, you got me saying 2000. 1968, 1969 president. And at the end of our meetings, the president would always close the meeting with a saying. And if you get nothing else from this evening, I hope you remember this. And we would say, as we go forth from this meeting, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. You're embarking on a new version, the updated version of the game of life. The board is changed, it's different, and how you play the game is all up to you now. But remember your support team. Carpe Diem, and thank you.
Thanks, Max. Help me get up here. How many of you even know what a rotary phone is? All right, that's impressive. You must have seen it on YouTube. So, class of 2019, welcome. But before we get started, I want you to give those folks over there a big round of applause. And then now, those folks over there. You see, both of those groups of people are a big reason why you're sitting in those chairs today. So make sure that you give them a big thank you when this is over. So, finally, the reason that we are all here. Congratulations, class of 2019. You made it. I know a few of you were sweating it here the past couple weeks, but look at you now, ready to grab that diploma and take on the world. But before you run off this field for the final time and take on the proverbial world, I wanted to take 1 minute here and ask you one simple question. Have you defined success? You see, here at school, we talk about success all the time. Success in your classes, success on your finals, success on your standardized tests, your NOCTs, your SATs, your ACTs, and so on. We in the education world are what some would call obsessed with the word success. At Penns Valley, we are so consumed with the word that we made it a part of our mission statement, empowering students every day to reach individual success. But shouldn't we be? I mean, success is literally my job. But sometimes I feel that we fall a little short of our goal for one simple reason. We haven't clearly defined success. It's such a crazy little word, right? Success. Sounds pretty awesome. But today we're going to right the wrong, we're going to fix the problem, and we're going to define success. Webster defines success as degree or measure of succeeding. That wasn't helpful. A favored or desirable outcome. Okay, a little closer. Dictionary.com says that success is a favorable or prosperous termination of attempts or endeavors. Yeah, I'm going to need a little clarity for that one. But finally, they come to say that it is the accomplishment of one's goals. And there we have it, the winner. But where do you see an issue, or do you see an issue? If we are defining success as the accomplishment of one's goals, then the word one's is the key. The goal is individual, and for this reason, the success must be individual as well. Okay, quick recap so you don't get lost. Success is the accomplishment of a goal. And since we're talking about success in life, we are saying that the goal is individual, belonging only to you. So class of 2019, I lost my place, sorry. Class of 2019, now that we know what it is, what it does, what does success look like? You see, I can't answer that for you. Your parents, your teachers, your friends, they can't answer that for you either. Some of you might think that success is making $1 million. Some of you might decide that success is owning your own farm, or a successful business, or becoming a doctor, or just having a steady job. The point here is that success is different for each of us. It is time to define what success looks like for you, right here, right now. Identify what success looks like, and then go get it. I'm going to leave you with this little quote to ponder, and I apologize for not knowing the author. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and the love of what you're doing. But most importantly, it's not a paycheck that defines success. It is the passion that you put into the work. Success for me is sitting right here. It's been an honor to be a part of this step in your journey through life. Take what you have learned and go conquer the world. Congratulations, class of 2019. Today is a great day to be a Ram. Yeah, you know I get it in there. And at this time, it brings me great pleasure to introduce the class salutatorian, Nathaniel Warren.
When I was first asked to give the speech, I had no idea what I wanted to say. Really, I just didn't want to do it at all. I was struggling so much thinking about how I wanted to start it, and I asked many people for suggestions about what to do, but received only a few useful ideas. After spending most of my time just thinking about the speech, I realized that I could use this struggle in order to make the speech, because many of us have struggled through difficult times during high school. We have all made it here to this point today, so congratulations, we finally did it. However, I know that soon many of us will be moving on to some things that could be more difficult than high school has been. College and the workforce. We'll be moving out and gaining many new responsibilities very quickly. I know many of you have been waiting for this throughout all of high school, from the first day of freshman year all the way to today, but I have not. I have enjoyed most of my time at the school until about January of this year, when I started to become excited for what the future may hold. However, even though I didn't love being here every day, I will definitely miss this place as well as the people in it. And for that, I want to say thank you. Together, we have made many memories that will last longer than the times of stress and struggle that we have dealt with for the past 4 years. These unhappy times will soon be forgotten, leaving only our fond memories of high school that will last a lifetime. I also want to thank all of the teachers who have helped us along the way. You have supported us throughout our entire high school career and taught us some lessons that will be very important to us later in life. Thanks, we couldn't have done it without you. Once again, congratulations, class of 2019. Go follow your dreams and don't let anything hold you back. Good luck.
And at this time, it also brings me great pleasure to introduce the class of 2019 valedictorian, Sofia Mcquaid.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. Congrats, guys, we did it. This is an amazing achievement, but before I go on to commemorate, I would like to say some thank yous as everyone else has tonight. To the teachers and staff members of this school, thank you. You were given a choice with what to do with your life, and you chose to use it to help us in order to help us succeed. This is a selfless act, one that is often downplayed, and we thank you for sharing your knowledge, your passions, and your stories. Education is a valuable gift, and your influence will forever be remembered. To the parents, guardians, and family members who sit in the audience tonight, and to the ones who are not able to make it, thank you. The support that you have provided to your children throughout their education and throughout their life thus far has been so important. Though we may not always show it, we are incredibly grateful for it. And finally, to my classmates, we've spent 3/4 of our lives in school. Much of this time was spent running off way too little sleep, and if you're like me, a lot of the time it was because you had to write an entire paper or speech the night before it was due. Needless to say, school was undoubtedly difficult at times. But hey, I guess it wasn't too difficult because we're sitting here now wearing these less than flattering caps and gowns, and we're graduating. The idea that we're graduating is still kind of weird to me, as if it hasn't sunk in yet. I'm here about to receive my diploma, and yet I have this feeling that I should still be in 2nd grade, playing on the swings at recess, or in 6th grade, excited at the prospect of moving across the street to the infamous high school. While the individual days seem to drag on forever, when I put it into perspective, these past few years have flown by, and time doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Artist Frida Kahlo once said that nothing is absolute. Everything changes, everything moves, everything revolves, everything flies and goes away. Time moves forward, and naturally, so will we. It's time for all of us to have new adventures, and that's exciting. Everyone's adventure is going to be a little different. It will be unique, it will be your very own. We are a class of athletes, of artists, of intellectuals, of musicians, of writers, of hard workers. We are thinkers and dreamers and creators. Now is the time to create for yourself a life where you can follow your passions and pursue your dreams. In the words of the talented painter and overall inspirational figure, Bob Ross, this is your world. You're the creator. Find freedom on this canvas. Believe that you can do it, because you can do it. You can do it. Class of 2019, this is your world. I hope that as you all continue on your paths, or start brand new ones, you remember what it is that you're searching for. And if you don't know what that is yet, it's okay. You'll find it. You'll notice that there's a trend with quotes from famous artists. Sorry about that, they just say it better than I can. I have just one more, and it's from Vincent van Gogh. Vincent once said, "I am seeking, I am striving, I am in it with all of my heart." When you find what it is that you're looking for, or if you already found it, that thing that makes your heart pound with excitement, give it your all. It will be worth it. It will be. Thank you. Now let's graduate.
Almost there. All right, before we begin the presentation of the class, it is extremely important that we take a second to recognize the people who make this day possible. First, I'd like to thank the Penns Valley staff, from teachers to custodians to grounds crew. All of these people play a critical part in making the educational process happen. Specific to today, Mrs. Miller, Mrs. McCormick, Mrs. Breon, and all of the grounds crew who put together this beautiful scene here for you tonight. I would like to thank the office staff for their role in making today successful. Thank you to Northwest Savings Bank for providing the miniature diplomas and for all of our graduating seniors. Thank you to Subway for providing coupons to each graduate. And I would also like to recognize 3 seniors for their work on the art program. When I call your name, will you please rise? The Ram was done by Renee Verbanek. In the Clouds, Michael Bloom. And Mirror of Class, Sophie Mcquaid. We have a tradition at Penns Valley that the seniors choose who reads their names as they receive their diploma. This year's selection, for the last time, Mrs. Marie McCormick.
Thank you for allowing me to take part in this most momentous occasion in your lives. The seniors, all of you seniors and I, we have something in common. We are about to embark on the next phase of our lives. And I don't know about you, but I'm a little nervous. But this is what I have decided. I'm gonna live my life like anything can happen. Can't hardly wait to see what's next. I'm gonna face this world with wonder and excitement. I'm sorry. Face every challenge every day. That's what I'm gonna do, okay? And my wish, my prayer for each one of you is that you see each day as a new adventure, that you treat each person that you meet with kindness and acceptance, that you do good, that you make this world a better place because you are in it. And now let's get those diplomas distributed. Would the first row please rise? Emma Elizabeth Narber. Isabella Marie Culver. Paige Ann Kubalak. Sofia Michelle Mcquaid. Nathaniel Edward Warren. Madison P. Bear. Alexander J. Bokel. Alexis N. Brungart. Emma June Butler. Caroline Faith Collison. Hannah Margaret Dees. Ian A. Dodson. Maximilian DeMarcus Engel. Lauren Taylor Fox. Jesse L. Garbrick. Olivia Carolyn Bridget Hodgson. Ryan Walter Johnson. Aubrey Marie Kelly. Olivia Grace Crum. Zachary Limbaugh. Hannah Catherine Martin. Sierra Lynn Orndorff. Branston Ellsworth Peace. Catherine Elizabeth Schaefer. Grace Elaine Shaver. Baylor Clyde Shunk. Carly A. Smith. Alyssa Faye Snook. Isaac Christopher Spots. Marissa Catherine Stecco. Dylan Thomas Treaster. Clayton Gunner Upcraft. Gabriel David Wirt. Lillian Grace Woodring. Jordan Hannah Andrus. Jetta Lee Bob. Quentin Dale Comfer. Dalton M. Derusion. Mackenzie Ray Neese. Caitlin June Tischler. Carly Grace Wasson. Marshall J. Wirtz. Abraham Lee Alabak. Paige Elizabeth Ocker. Douglas Michael Beerley. Michael Richard Bloom. Cole Daniel Brian. Dakota Jane Bruss. Jared Byler. William Jesus Candelaria. Salvatore Castiglia. Michael Scott Kaufman. Olia Brooke Corman. Dylan Michael Kovalt. Jade Serenity Cruz. Jesse Metzger Darlington III. Amanda Lynn DeGarmo. Charles A. Dirkalak. Brooke Christina Emmel. Carter Joe Felker. Austin D. Fetzer. David C. Fetzer, Jr. Zachary Benjamin Flore. Christian K. Fruhoff. Kaylee Marie Grenable. Alexander G. Greetalk. Brianna Sage Hawkins. Sierra Grace Horner. Brittany Ann Hosterman. Danae E. K. Hurd. Morgan Nicole Hurd. Mackenzie Victoria Jodry. Megan Therry Coker. Kalijah B. Kyler. Benjamin K. Lehue. Marissa Marie Lohner. Andrew Derek Long. Callista Long. Matthew Davis Manning. Caden W. Martz. Elisha Aaron McClellan. Abigail Lorraine Meyer. Tori Renee Musser. Jaron Jeffrey Pross. Isabella Rose Rassett. Caitlin Renee Rhodes. Ryan Lee Ripka. Wyatt M. Roberts. Calvin Scott Russell. Alex David Schaefer. Cameron Charles Schaefer. Cody L. Schreckengast. Zachary Robert Smith. Nathan Thomas Spar. Michael Allen Statham. Devin Fawn Stoner. Hunter Robert Schweitzer. Bethany L. Tice. Samantha Carolyn Tickner. Kyle William Tressler. Everett John Van Heist. Renee Anna Verbanek. Elazarus R. Wieland. Lucas Paul Winkleblack. Grayson Scott Wolf. Tanisha Marie Wolford. Amber Jade Yerrick. Ashton J. Yerrick.
Yes, the moment that you've all been waiting for. Will the class of 2019 please rise? With the authority granted to me by the Penns Valley Board of School Directors and the Pennsylvania Department of Education, I am pleased to announce that all the names of students submitted to the school board for approval have met the necessary requirements for a Penns Valley High School diploma. You may now move your tassels from right to left. May I present the Penns Valley High School class of 2019.
Are you gonna? Is that extra?